Guys, welcome. Hope everyone had a great trading day. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Um, they're selling. All right, so they're absolutely selling. We have sell signals across the board. We've been talking about sellers getting into this market. All right, we've talked about timing on the 240, getting out on the 240 prior to sell signals on the daily time frame. Okay, so we have sell signals, guys, across the board, even on the daily time frame. All right, so we do want to make money, trade these markets and make money, but I always talk about defense, right? So defense first. All right, so these markets are selling off. Equity markets, Bitcoin, all right, is also selling off. We'll take a look at Bitcoin this evening. Okay. Gold and silver is still holding. Forex is finally moving. All right. So we've seen some movement in Forex. Hopefully that continues with in particular, the yen pairs. All right. So important that we protect our trades. Okay. All right, so let's go through the market. The S&P has a sell signal. All right, sell signal on the S&P on the daily time frame, and we'll go through big macro picture. All right, on each of these indexes. All right, so very important. We should be out. If you're trading with us, if you're trading our trading systems, Stock Boss, Bull Master, you guys should be out. Okay, all right. Unless you know what you're doing and you trade in specific sectors that are moving. All right, S&P on the daily, we have a sell signal. S&P on, sell signal on the NASDAQ, we have a sell signal. All right, there's a strong sell signals, guys. Dow has a sell signal on the daily time frame. The Russell IWM has a sell signal on the daily time frame as well. The VIX is at 26, guys. So VIX is above 20, trading at 26. So higher volatility, we have increased volatility. Right? If VIX continues to move higher, we'll see this market continue to move much lower. But the message is sell signals across the board should not be a surprise to any of our traders. Okay, the dollar index is moving higher. All right, dollar index is moving higher. I mentioned the other day that when the market becomes bearish, right, after market or pre-market, you'll notice that the market, right, futures might be up. All right, it's the reverse when we're in a bullish market, right? Futures are generally down, all right, but finish the day up. When we are bearish, when we are in the markdown phase, futures are generally up, but usually we close down. All right, so our futures traders, our e-mini traders, be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay, going long. All right, dollar index has a buy signal. We are moving higher. We are waiting for just some improvement in the dollar pairs in Monster Scalper. Otherwise, good trades going in the yen pairs. Okay. All right. Our top sector is the XLK, which is the tech sector. We do have a sell signal in tech. All right. So your Mag 7s across the board, technology has a sell signal. All right. We should be out of tech. Healthcare is making a move. All right, so biotech, healthcare stocks holding firm so far, but still be careful with that sector. All right, eventually, all right, with the selling that we're seeing, guys, eventually, these markets, all these markets will come down. Okay. All right. All right, again, tech, big sell signal here. So buy signal here, sell signal, big red candle came in. All right, sell signal in technology. So those technology stocks, all those semi stocks, AI stocks, right? We have a sell signal in those. on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame. All right. And that's in Monster Sectors Tracker. Forex Tracker, guys. Right now, dollar is moving higher, like I mentioned right here. All right, but it's still consolidating. All right, so the dollar index is consolidating. These are our majors. So dollar Swiss is consolidating, but we are keeping an eye. We're keeping an eye on the dollar. Right, the Aussie pairs are consolidating right now. Pound pairs are consolidating. All right, has a downward bias. Euro dollar, that's consolidating. New Zealand dollar is moving a bit lower there. But pound yen, right up here, guys. Pound yen is breaking out. And so you should find some good trades in your monster scalper system with the yen pairs. So focus on just the yen pairs right now. Okay, look for opportunities. We have several trades going in the yen pairs. Pound yen buy signal here breaking out on the daily. Okay. So finally, we've got decent movement in the forex market. All right. So take advantage of these trades in the yen pairs. Okay. Still number one top trending pair in Monster Scalper is Aussie New Zealand. All right. Buy signal is all the way down here, guys. Big move. Aussie New Zealand. Number one trade. If you want to get on that trade, let's take a look at the 60-minute time frame. All right, you might want to wait for the 60-minute, and I think on the 240 things are setting up. Okay, but good trading there on the Aussie New Zealand number one pair trading. The yen pairs will perform well also. So Swiss yen on the daily time frame here, you guys see here, Swiss yen buy signal here looks really good. That's the yen pair. That's number, I know these are climbing up here, so that's number 9, the Swiss yen on the daily. Now on the daily, euro yen on the daily, so we should see these yen pairs kind of take over the top spots here. All right, so this is euro yen buy signal all the way down here, guys, on the daily. All right, so all right, those of you who complain about forex, guys, forex is moving. Things change quickly here. All right, so euro yen buy signal here. Look at that price action. Okay, I know you guys will not trade it on the daily, so find opportunities on the 240 and on the 60-minute as well. All right, but the yen pairs. All right, TRY, JPY. I know we don't trade that as much here, but good markdown phase, buy signal here. That's moving up here nicely here. Dollar yen, right? Dollar yen buy signal here. That's breaking out. Good markdown phase, accumulation markup. All right, HKD, JPY, your Hong Kong pair. Look at that. Good markdown phase. Look at that. Accumulation, buy signal on the daily, guys. Breaking out here, all right? So I know equities are moving lower. So we want to rotate out of equities now into Forex and your monster scalper system. SGD, JPY, buy signal here. Good price action. All green candles. Buyers are in control there. Okay. All right. So just find those yen pairs and get on those. All right. CAD yen also breaking out. Okay. So those yen pairs, ZAR yen is all the way down here. Right. Even ZAR yen is getting in on the action. Good markdown phase. Accumulation markup on the daily. All right. Pound yen all the way down here. Right, new buy signal, guys. Don't sleep on pound yen. Pound yen, early buy signal. Big mover. Aussie yen, markdown phase. This is on the daily time frame. So these positions will last a long time. This big picture. New Zealand yen, I'm still consolidating down here, but you guys get the picture. These yen pairs, and if these moves hold, right, we can eventually see most of, or the majority of the yen pairs all the way up here. All right, so good price action. This is good news for Forex. Okay, look at euros, yen, guys, amazing, amazing. Swiss yen, just amazing. All right, VIX on the monthly time frame, big green candle came in here for the current month. All right, on the VIX at 26, not good for equities. All right, not good for equities. We do have resistance around, well, let's call it a high around 50 here on the VIX. All right, if we get into a solid correction, we could see where VIX get up to that number here. Crash territory is all the way up here. We're not near that. All right, so crash territory is about around 80 something. So we're at 26. A major correction like we had in April will get us to about 50 like we did about here. Okay, but bottom line is selling, lots of selling is coming in. The Mag 7s were all down today, all red here. You guys see that here? All red, the Mag 7. So be careful, guys. I know you sometimes we love these stocks, but it's not personal. We don't care about these stocks. We don't care. Only thing we care about is the price action. Whether buyers are in control or sellers are in control. So Tesla right here, take a look at Tesla. Tesla has a sell signal. All right, so Tesla reached its resistance right here. Sellers came in, broke support, red candle here, sell signal by our system. We should be out. Look what happened the last time we got a sell signal, guys, on Tesla. All right, back in March, April of this year. All right, sell signal here. Here was your correction. Sell signal here. Let's see what happens, okay? So Tesla has a sell signal. Sell signal came in right at 417, made a high of 467. Low is 212 is where we might find some support there. Okay. NVIDIA also has a sell signal, red candle here on NVIDIA. All right. Be careful. I know these stocks are popular, but we do have sell signals. Microsoft has a sell signal on it right here. Broke support. This is a big support level right here, guys. Right here. You see that? Big support. All right. The high was at 551. All right. Our buy signal, most recent buy signal. No, we had a previous buy signal was here, bought here, sold here. Buy signal here, 532. Sell signal was 511. Now it's trading at 478. This is a falling knife. We're now in the markdown phase. All right, so we went from distribution to now in the markdown phase. We should be out. No need to draw support and resistance levels. All right, these are still dropping, so no need to do that. All right, that's Microsoft. Meta, Facebook. Right, we call a sell signal, guys, way up here. All right, sell signal came in at 734. It is trading, let me repeat. Sell signal came in at 734, 738, right about there. It is trading at $589. That's a lot of pain there. All right. Support level is at 500 if it finds support here. If not, further support all the way down here at around 350. Okay. All right. You guys can see that price action for yourself. All right. Lots of selling there in Meta, Facebook. Doesn't matter the fundamentals. All right. When they sell, they sell. Google right here. Let's take a look. It's still holding. All right. It's holding all green candles here, holding firm. However, keep an eye on it if you're trading it. These are on the daily time frame. Amazon has a sell signal. All right, sell signal came in today. All right, yesterday and today. All right, so we should be out. Support here. It's trading at 217. Very choppy on the way up. Might find some support there. I doubt it, but you never know. Further support would be all the way down here. Okay, that's Amazon. Bottom line, these are giving sell signals. That's Amazon. Apple, I'm still holding its buy signal here. It does have has a white candle here. Keep an eye on that. All right. It's holding firm so far. Watch it. The MAGS index, which measures the Magnificent Seven, so that's the ETF for the MAGS. If you wanted to trade the ETF for that group, has a sell signal. Sell signal came in. All right. What are we trading? Yen. All right. The best trade right now, guys, best trade right now, right, are the yen pairs. Right, in our monster scalper system, the yen pairs. So pound yen, euro yen, Swiss yen, find your opportunities. Okay, yen pairs. Okay. Some of our traders are trading healthcare in our stock bar system. They're holding nicely, but even with that, I would be careful. Be careful with stocks, guys. Okay. All right. We could see as we move lower, right, that selling could get worse. All right, so let's go through these indexes here. Dow on the 240, Dow on the 240. We have a sell signal. We're now in the markdown phase. Dow on the 240. Dow on the daily, right, sell signal here. All right, now, fairly early in the sell signal, all right? Remember, we were at all-time highs, right? All-time highs right about here on the Dow, right? 48,000 and change on the Dow. We're at 45,000, all right? Now remember, we made a low in April at 37,000. So this is early in the selling, but we want to be out. We've been out for what, 2 weeks now, guys. We've been out on the 240-minute time frame. All right, we're gonna hold those profits. All right, Dow on the weekly time frame still holding for now. Dow on the monthly still holding. All right, S&P on the 240-minute time frame. All right, you guys can see this here. Sellers are coming in. We have a sell signal. We're out of that distribution phase. We are now in the markdown phase. We should be out. All right, so your mega cap stocks, your large cap stocks, all right, be careful. S&P on the daily, sell signal. Sellers are coming in. You guys can see that red here. It's not green, it's red, easy to see. S&P weekly time frames holding for now. S&P monthly holding for now. These will take longer. The NASDAQ sell signal, red candles, sellers are coming in on the 240. Follow your system. NASDAQ on the daily time frame, right? On the daily time frame, sell signal here. These institutions will follow the daily time frame. Broke support, red candle, sell signal. Our buy signal was here. Sell signal was here. We should be out. NASDAQ, those tech stocks. Okay. So the Mag 7s, all those tech stocks will follow the NASDAQ. All right. NASDAQ on the weekly time frame holding for now. Monthly time frame holding for now. All right. Russell, so your small cap stocks, all right, small cap stocks on the Russell, sell signal on the 240, All right, we'll wait for that to come up there. All right, 240 here. Hold on. All right, Russell on the 240, the IWM sell signal here, guys. You guys can see that broke support. We're out of the distribution phase, clearly in the markdown phase. Look at that selling coming in here. We want to be out of small caps. So with stock boss traders, be careful. Now, as I mentioned, there is a move in healthcare. Just be careful. That can change quickly. All right. IWM, the Russell on the daily time frame, right? Sell signal here. We're in the markdown phase now, okay? And that selling could get worse, just like it did here, guys, okay? Once that panic comes in, right, that could get worse. We want to be out of the way, protecting our account, getting into these other markets that are moving, okay? IWM weekly, holding for now. Monthly, holding for now. All right, so sell signals across the board. All right, so your hit seeker systems for both Stock Boss and Bullmaster, they're slowing down. All right, slowing down. If we remove healthcare stocks, guys, we've got about 20 or 30 stocks in both hit seeker for Stock Boss and Bullmaster. If the institutions are not buying, we should not be buying. All right? If they're not buying, let me repeat, we should not be buying. So equities should be done for now. All right? Okay. Bitcoin on the 240. No surprise here. On Bitcoin on the 240, we have sell signals. We're approaching. We're at 87,000. Let's take a look at it on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we do have sell short signals. Okay, so we've brought in our sell short signals. That's dangerous. All right, so we've removed the buy signals, all sell short signals on Bitcoin. Let's do this. So a buy signal, most recent buy signal on Bitcoin was at 124. Sell signal came in at around 119. It's now at 87,000. All right. You guys know we were watching that 108. If you go back to our previous videos, we're watching 108, 109 for a break of support. That break of support happened. All right. Then we were watching 90,000. 90,000 is right here. We've gotten past 90,000. We had some support here at 90,000, fairly decent support. Now we're at 87,000 on Bitcoin. This is important. This is why we do this. Okay. Next support level on Bitcoin is at 70,000 here. 70,000 is next support. We do not have any support at 80,000. So we do not have any support, guys, to hold Bitcoin. So there are no buyers sitting below, right, at 80,000 to hold Bitcoin up, that price action up. Okay, we do have support, some level of support here at 70,000. So 70,000 is here. We do have some support here. Okay, so there's a good chance, really, really good chance, Bitcoin will get to about 70,000. Anything can happen based on this price action, right? A lot of selling here will get to about 70,000. So we should be out. If you're trading with us, if you're doing your own thing, you're doing your own thing. But if you're trading with us, right? You're using our trading systems. We need to follow our rules, follow our system. Okay, very important here. Bitcoin went from 125,000, okay, to now 87,000. Okay, we'll see if it gets to 70,000. We'll see how it approaches that support level, because we do have further support below. The next level, we have decent amount of support. Bring up some data here. We're doing good on time. All right. So we have some support at around 50, let's see, 60,000. Okay. But if it breaks to 70,000, it will easily get to 60,000. And the next support level, no, I'm not saying it will get to these areas, guys, but we've got to plan for that. All right, we have to look at these areas. We have decent support at 30,000. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to get to 30,000. All right, but as it moves lower, right, we've got to look below, find those support areas where buyers might hold it. Okay, so again, 70,000, we've got some support. Between 70 and 60,000, nice consolidation in here. So if I'm a betting man, I would think between 60 and 70, we might find some, eventually find some support there. Okay, all right. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, we broke through a big channel here, guys. On Bitcoin, broke through here, big channel. Here's your channel here. Again, 70,000 support is about right here. See that price action coming in? 2 weeks of solid selling here. Last week, current week. If we have another week of selling, guys, next week, right, we could get all the way down to 70,000. Notice how quickly these sellers are coming in. Lots of selling here. Very dangerous. And remember, Bitcoin is a barometer for the entire crypto market. It's the big dog. So if Bitcoin comes down, guess what? The majority, large percentage of the currency, the cryptocurrency that are out there will come down as well. This is why we do this, okay? So we're not caught off guard. Bitcoin on the monthly time frame here, that's coming down. Pound yen, all right? So one of you guys, you asked for opportunities, what we are trading right now, yen pair. So pound yen, 240 is moving higher here, pound yen. Right, so look at the yen pairs, guys. So pound yen, that's the big one. So pound yen is moving, breaking out. The other yen pairs will break out as well, and we took a look at those, okay? So pound yen on the 240 buy signal here, good price action here. Pound yen on the daily, it's breaking out on the daily. All right, buy signal here, breaking out as well. Pound yen weekly time frame. Weekly time frame on pound yen. Pound yen is breaking out, guys, on the weekly time frame. It's breaking a big resistance here. All right. So I know things have been choppy in Forex and in Monster Scalper. All right. So we should get our systems out. Get your Monster Scalper system out. Right? Put your stockball system away. That's why we have multiple systems and we trade multiple markets. Do not short equities unless you really know what you're doing. All right? Do not short equities. Just move that capital right now to Forex. So get your Forex system out, your Monster Scalper system out. All right, and look for those opportunities in the yen pairs. So pound yen weekly, breaking out here long. Pound yen monthly, breaking out here long. Okay. Dollar pairs, we're watching the dollar index for a breakout. All right, so dollar Swiss, we're watching dollar Swiss, not ready yet. So we wait. Patiently wait. Okay. But we're starting to see a move, right? In the dollar index. Dollar Swiss on the daily, it's consolidating, guys. Good markdown phase, accumulation. We just needed to break out, right? They're not coming in yet, so we wait. Weekly time frame, holding right now. Monthly time frame, dollar Swiss, nothing there. Pound, dollar, same thing, consolidating. Stay away from these other groups, right? Only the yen pairs now. All right, pound dollar, daily, nothing there. Pound dollar, weekly, nothing there. We wait. Pound dollar, monthly, we waiting, right? Holding here. Euro dollar, consolidating here. Okay, so nothing there. On the 240 on the daily here, all right, look, they're not in, guys. It's not trending like this. It's not in the markdown, markup phase. Markdown, markup right now, right? It's consolidated. If it breaks resistance, reaccumulation, we'll get a buy signal. We can then trade it, all right? However, it could get in the markdown phase. It's consolidating right now. Nothing there. Yen pairs, okay? Euro dollar, right? Same thing here on the weekly and on the monthly. Look what it's been doing on the monthly, right? It's been consolidating. These are wide ranges, but still consolidating on the monthly for a long time, guys. Many years, okay? So not that we can't trade it, but right now it's consolidating, all right? Aussie, same thing here. Aussie dollar on the 240, on the daily, same thing. Okay, so you guys can clearly see these markets should not be traded except for the yen. All right, New Zealand, the Kiwi. All right, the Kiwi is in a markdown phase here. Right, trying to find support right here on the weekly. Right, if it breaks to that support, we might find some opportunities. Look at the monthly here. Going back all the way to 2002, 2004. If it breaks to that support, might find some good shorts. Okay. Gold is consolidating but holding for now. Gold up here, right here. Okay, you guys can see that. Now, our buy signal was here on gold on the daily. Gold has done really, really well. Gold will move down with the equity markets. Okay, so as stocks move down, gold will eventually move down. All right, and we're seeing from the high, we're seeing that it's making lower lows. All right, we have support here. Let's see what it does. Okay. That's on the daily time frame. On the monthly time frame, it looks good on the monthly. Okay, it's holding firm for now. Silver on the daily time frame, silver, I'm holding up nicely here. Buy signal came in at what, 20? What was it? Buy signal came in at 31, trading at 45. A really good markup phase here. We've got resistance here. All green candle. We do have purple support and resistance, but it gotten past that. Okay, but I want you guys to take a look at the weekly here. I'm sorry, silver. I'm on the monthly on silver. Now, if silver can get past the high of 2008, 2009, we could see it move. So silver on the monthly time frame, this was the high here from 2008 2010, and we've reached that high. But look what happened after we reached that high. Silver came down sharply. Okay, I'm not saying silver will retrace, okay, to that extent, but just know it's reached its high. I'm not saying the money has been made, all right, but the money has been made, okay, all right. So that's a parabolic. That's a big move higher, guys, on the monthly time frame. So it's probably due for a pullback. Now, to see silver really move higher, it's got to get past 47, let's say 50, and settle, right? Our moving average got to catch up. We would like to see it consolidate, all right? Consolidate at the top and then move higher, okay? But anyone getting into silver right here, that's FOMO, right? That's not good. The move has happened already, okay? All right, but they're still holding. Institutions are still holding. Dollar on the weekly time frame. Hold on here. All right, crude oil. Crude oil, nothing in crude oil. All right, so crude oil is still holding between a nice range of 55 and 74. Right, good for gas prices. That's about the only thing. Not good trading right now. All right, for some time too. All right, but for the economy, this is good, guys. All right, for your gas prices, natural gas prices, that's good here. Okay, if it gets below, uh, 60, 54, right about here, that's not good. If it gets above 75, 80, 90 up, that's not good. So this is a sweet spot here for crude. Bonds, we were hoping we were hoping to see a trade in bonds, the TLT, as this market comes down, but bonds doing its own thing. We had a buy signal here, but now it's back in its consolidation, right? So it's ranging between a high here of 92 and about 85. So nothing in bonds. We'll see as this market corrects, all right? We might see finally bonds move, but nothing there, okay? The only trade that we're seeing right now is in the yen, guys, the yen pairs, okay? Weekly time frame on the TLT bonds. I'm just near support here. Long term though, big picture, guys, big picture, right? We could see eventually, all right, good markdown phase. Here was the high, a lot of good selling, finding good support here. Eventually, we'll see bonds really take off and we'll be ready. We'll absolutely be ready. We're watching it. Every week we're watching it, okay? But not ready yet. Okay, not ready yet. Bonds, TLT, okay, is holding nicely here at support. All right, no selling really, no buying, just holding here for now, okay? Dollar, dollar weekly here. All right, we went to the dollar. All right, again, we're watching the dollar, right? Dollar's making some moves on the daily time frame. So yen pairs are setting up nicely. The next move, the next big trade might be the dollar. All right, so good markdown phase, good amount of selling here. That's what we like. We want that nice cheap price, okay? All right. We don't want to buy up here, guys. We want to buy down here. So good markdown phase. All right, it's gone through accumulation and now it's in the markup phase. Okay, so buy signal here went from sellers, red candles, to accumulation, mixed, red, white, green. All right, to now solid buying here, green candles, buy signal here. Use your system, follow your process. Green candles here, we are moving up nicely. So we want to be out of the market here. Wait, wait, wait. Buyers are coming in. We now want to buy, okay? So the dollar index, perfect setup. Perfect. All right, so we'll start seeing opportunities in these dollar pairs in Forex and in your monster scalper system. All right. Buy signal here, moving up nicely there. On the daily, weekly time frame, look at the weekly here. Hold on. For whatever reason that changed, so dollar DXY. All right, dollar index on the weekly time frame, we're finding support here. The dollar will move. Everyone is looking for a weak dollar. Guys, the dollar is crashing. But look what's setting up here. That's why we follow these charts, follow our system. Okay? So dollar index is finding support here, found support here at 100. Here's your markdown phase. It is within a range here, so it's recaptured, right? Recaptured your range right here. Buyers are coming in. No green candles yet, but look here, guys. It's recovered. Markdown, accumulation, right? We could get a buy signal somewhere in here. Move all the way back up. The dollar is not crashing. Not yet anyway. All right. All righty. That's on the weekly time frame, monthly time frame. Look at the channel here on the dollar and the monthly time frame. I think that, and what I think doesn't matter, right? So, but I think that the yen pairs, eventually that yen trade will give up. And then the dollar, this dollar trade setting up nicely here. Look at your channel here. Look at your high of the channel. Let's do this and then we'll be done. So here's the high of your channel here. We could call this resistance here. All through here, the high of your channel. Here, here, and here. Here. Now this is on the monthly time frame. This is going back all the way to 2009. Okay, here is the bottom of your channel here. We can call that support. I know most of us just want to trade, hurry up and trade. We've got to do this analysis, guys. We have to do this analysis here. All right, here's your bottom. Here, and then here's your bottom here. Now we're seeing buyers coming in on that daily time frame, even under 240, they're coming in. That's going to push the weekly, push the monthly. All right, so with a high here of the channel came down. All right, made a high here, came down. Made a high here, buyers came in. Came down. What do you guys think will happen here eventually? Right? If it's holding here, eventually buyers will come in and push the dollar all the way back up here. So dollar is not crashing. Okay, the dollar index, I hear that a lot. The dollar is crashing. The dollar crashed in 2007. It's been moving higher ever since, guys. Higher highs, higher lows. From 2007, 2008, when the dollar index was at 72, since then, it's been moving higher. 77, 80, 90, right? Now it's at 100. Could be a great trade. All right, so as we out of equities, as we out of tech, right? As those markets are selling off, guess what? We can rotate into these other markets. Okay, good setup here for the dollar and the dollar index, and we could trade those in Monster Scalper and the dollar pairs. Okay, current positions. Current positions in Monster Scalper, and there are more positions on the 240. All right, we only added a few here. Yen pairs, okay? So NZD JPY, all right, buy signal here, holding on the 240. Pound yen, all right, buy signal here, good price action, pound yen on the 240. Pound Swiss, look at pound Swiss. Buy signal here, sell signal here, buy signal here, holding. Purple support and resistance, keep an eye on that. Euro yen, buy signal here, good price action here. All right, good price action here. Euro yen and SGD, not a good trade. Buy signal here on the 240, moving up nicely. Okay, we have two stocks in Stock Boss. That's about it. There is a move, as I mentioned, in healthcare, those biotech stocks, but be careful with those. Okay, I know some of you are trading that. Just be careful. Watch it. Watch your system on a regular basis in Stock Boss and Bullmaster as well. We still have a couple of trades in Stock Boss. Let's take a look. But notice that we are, usually this is all filled with symbols, all right? PYXS still holding, guys. Buy signal was at $1.34 in Stock Boss small caps, trading at 453, holding nicely. We do have purple support and resistance here, so it's overbought. All green candles holding nicely though, all right? GLUE holding nicely as well. Buy signal was at 721, holding at 1352. All green candles, yellow support and resistance holding firm. So we'll continue to hold those two stocks. All right, Bullmaster, let's take a look here. Bullmaster VSCO. Buy signal was at $21, trading at 33. We had a white candle that came in today. We're going to close that. All right. If we were bullish, we would hold it on a white candle. Guys, sellers are coming in. We don't want this. All right. This is where we bought it before. Bought here at 25. Sold here at 40. Look what happened after the sellers came in here. Came all the way back down. This time around, our buy signal is at 22. It's trading at 33. We do not want to wait for sellers. Okay, so white candle here. Let's close it. Protection, right? Defense first. All right. Again, if the institutions are selling, if they're getting out, we have to get out as well. IQV, that's holding for now. Right. Overbought though. Purple support and resistance all over the place. Mark down, mark up. Good buy signal here. Good trade here. Good trade here. But again, keep an eye on it. That can change quickly. DK. All right. DK buy signal was here. Good markdown phase. Look at this. Mark up. First buy signal was here. Bought here, sold here. Second buy signal, reaccumulation. Bought here, white candle here. Close it as well. All right, that's DK. Last one here, CAT, CAT. All right, good markdown phase here, buy signal here, bought here, sold here, bought here, reaccumulation, holding right here. All right, all green candles, yellow support and resistance, so that's holding. So we have IQV left in Bull Master. Guys, this was all full. This was all full. So we want to be out. Been taking profits, taking profits. Now we should be out. Okay, so we have Stock Boss, PYXS in Stock Boss, small cap. GLUE in Stock Boss, small cap. Large caps, Bull Master, IQV, and CAT. That's it. All right, that's it. So, no surprise, all right? So, sell signals on the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, all right? Sell signals. On the 240 daily, even on the weekly, we have the Russell sell signal on the weekly. VIX is at 26, keeps moving higher, was at 21. We should be out of this market. Okay. I know we have our favorite stocks, we have our favorite market that we like to trade. As the institutions move from one market to the next, as they rotate, we should rotate as well. Okay. Our US 30 traders, our NAS 100 traders, okay, we'll look for opportunities when we go live in the morning. Tomorrow morning, there's some really good setups. Okay, all right. But Forex, I know for the last several months, Forex is consolidated. All right, we haven't had a lot of opportunities in Monster Scalper. That's changing. So those of you, we have a lot of Monster Scalper traders. About over 90% of our traders are Forex traders with Monster Scalper. Make sure you dust off your system and you get it going. All right, I had several of you called up, all right, got in touch with me to get your system going again. All right, so if you haven't used it, you want to get it going again, you need help, let me know, because now is the time. Okay, and who was it? Antonio. Good job, Antonio. Antonio got in touch with me, meeting with him tomorrow morning. All right, he put his system away because that Forex hasn't done anything really, okay, in the last several months, and we're gonna get his system going again. Okay, all right, guys. So as these markets rotate, we should rotate. If you're traders, if you're long-term investors, right, and you're trading with, we don't have any long-term investors here. We are traders. Okay, all right. We're gonna buy low, sell high, follow the 4 market phases, and then be out, find where they're pushing capital, and then we follow that. Okay, all right, guys. I know lots of information, but that's what it is. All right, so be careful out there. Be careful. Bitcoin, we're looking at a 70,000 support is where we think Bitcoin might settle down a bit. Okay, 70,000. Equities, all these indexes, this is early selling, so we expect more selling in equities. Okay, take care, guys.